Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Golden Gophers will boot it away to start the game. Let's see what he can do with the return. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will take the first swing of the game. The Gophers and the Hawkeyes clash for one of the great trophies in all of sports. Rich in tradition, they're playing for Floyd of Rosedale, guys.
Anytime it's a trophy game, you know the intensity is going to be at a different level. These two teams, they circle this game all season long for the right to pick up a giant pig trophy after the game. What could be better than that?
And these trophy games matter. Why do they matter? Somebody comes in from the trophy every single year, and they're going to tell Iowa, and they're going to tell Minnesota the background, the story about this, and why this game means so much, and that's why there's a trophy.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Brosmer. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened them up with a run, and now to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This rivalry between Iowa and Minnesota even predates Floyd or Rosedale. Goes all the way back to 1891, guys.
Crazy to think about a rivalry going that far, and it's passed down, and the uniforms changes and the names change, but it's so cool, the history of this intact, people keeping track of the records, and it means something to those players back then and to these now.
Yeah, tradition, that's one of the things that makes college football the greatest sport in the world. And the fact that you get to have these trophy games, Floyd of Rosedale, are you kidding me? This is a game you've got to tune into.
Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was on...
And the quarterback is snowed under. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch. And he can make yards for it.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Brosmer. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays. And he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
At the 9-yard line. 1st and goal.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Snaps it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Iowa! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A lot of hard-fought, memorable games in this rivalry. The Gophers took a close one last year.
And they've been gloating about it and celebrating that win last year all year long. Not just the fans, but every day in the facility, the players get to walk by the Floyd of Rosedale trophy, sitting in that trophy case all polished up. They want to keep it there another year.
Absolutely, you want to keep it there. You want to build on the tradition. Everybody, it matters so much to everybody in the organization.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And it just seems like there's a little more oomph in a hit like that in a rivalry game, David.
Man, yeah, and you have to love it in these rivalry games when you get those big licks. And, Jesse, you make a statement. You make a point.
Yeah, you're right, David. I mean, I just feel like in rivalry games, everybody's playing a little bit faster. And I feel like the hits just hurt a little bit more. Your physical toughness will be challenged in rivalry games like this.
From the gun, give on the inside. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, take everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
To the ground with the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia Tech is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost feels like they were ready the moment they arrived at the stadium. They're up 14 over Rutgers. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, picked up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. On the ground. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're lining up to boot it away. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time.
And the ball is intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. A third down try for the offense. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And he hauls it in at the 25.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Down the play.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Iowa.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who would have thought a bronze pig could turn two level-headed fan bases into emotional tornadoes? But that's exactly what you get in the fight for the Floyd of Rosedale Trophy. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
This defense is going to have to be careful, not only this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Brosmer. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. Looking to throw for it. to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. Really good throw and catch there, David, but on third down, you have to put a little bit of heat on the quarterback somehow.
Somehow, some way, get him uncomfortable. They didn't do it there. Great job by this offensive line. Nice protection, good clean pocket. QB rips the football, easily gets the first down.
Looking to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's McNamara. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Iowa! And the stomping has commenced. Iowa has added a little pork to this lead, and the Hawkeyes are getting closer to capturing Floyd of Rosedale.
Iowa has been dominant on both sides of the ball in this one, offensively and defensively, just doing what they want to do. They've got their foot down on Minnesota's throats right now, David. They're looking to end this thing.
They're Iowa, right? No matter the moment, no matter the stage, the rivalry, the trophy, they are who they are. And now Minnesota in a tough spot against a historically good defense year in and year out with the Iowa Hawkeyes.
About to...
Number 8.
Scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Minnesota... headed back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at 12.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And the route is on.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing, but to Cal. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys,
thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll throw it on 1st down, trying to get to it.
There's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
After the big 1st down sack for the D, it's 2nd down. Handoff to the single running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give is to Taylor. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. This This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got enough for the first. A big, explosive play by this offense, and if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Well, to play the quarterback position, you do have to have a short memory. And this quarterback would love to have some throw.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way.
And not only did the defense get the turnover, but they almost scored on that one. He almost was able to make it to the goal line, but don't worry. The offense now jogging on the field in a sudden change situation, and they're looking to punch this one in.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Iowa! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
You got to give this defense tons of credit. They came in here with an outstanding game plan. They were able to execute. They have not allowed a point, and still in the fourth quarter, they are bringing it, and they get another sack.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return.
And, man, the offense has the lead, has the football. All you got to do is run the clock out, maybe be conservative, run the football. They chose to throw, and the defense makes them pay.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Getting some heat. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner. What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And I think some people don't like that. They think it's piling on. But listen, the offense is running the football. They're not throwing it all over the yard. Your job to stop it, even though we might have some fun handshakes at the end of this one.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Hawkeyes offense is on the field for the first time today. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
Trying to find his man on first down. He's taking the shot. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down, and the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get fit.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Straight ahead from inside his 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Looking for a block. It's Irvin. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Iowa has the ball back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Off play action. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam and make a big play.
It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Oh, and he hit the left upright. No good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Indiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with that. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Now the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going deep. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Howard. Unloads it left. Fires it incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incomplete.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Takes the handoff. It's Judkins. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. And the returner will be brought down. One more snap coming before halftime. leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been a battle of wills between these two teams through 2 quarters. Bend, but don't break. They've managed to neutralize the explosive playmakers on each side by shutting down passing windows and providing tight coverage. Forget the Jimmies and Joes. This second half could really be about the X's and O's.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Iowa! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What did you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they want in the first half.
Makes the catch on the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And the stomping has commenced. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
With the catch, it's Tate. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Coming after him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, and he gets downfield with the big catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! And the route is on. That more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around. Now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
To the air on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Makes the catch. It's Henderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Pocket starts to collapse. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Going for it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And the pummeling has started. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense...
All kinds of running room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ibuka.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. Fires toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lets it fly. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many see.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Keyed up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the deep.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Trying to get to it. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Iowa's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You got playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep fighting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After misfiring, it's second down. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. At the 45 on its way. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get it down at the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies offense will get the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And after that last sack, man, you can just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so down.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just Offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He's looking for a man on second down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wants to go up top. Shoots it to the left. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete, the long pass. Hook up.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still... to pick up the first. That completion leaves us with 2nd and medium. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. He makes the connection. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Washington will snap it in the red zone. The give out of the gun. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pressure coming. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Huskies are rolling down the field. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
They'll keep it on the ground, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off. Drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the blitz.
Afterburners coming. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Washington right back to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They'll leave it with him. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it to get to him, and that created the turnover.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's McNamara. He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work as well.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. A strike downfield. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The Hawkeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Iowa. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He leaves it with his back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Irvin. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for...
Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Coming after it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Iowa City as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to Duke Slater Field at Kinnick Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. On the move, it's Irvin. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Fires on the move. Makes a connection. He's loose. 10. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Really nice job working.
Makes the score.
Himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the...
7.
Now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Holding. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Second down coming up. The run from the shotgun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Hunter. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. On the move, it's Rodgers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Unloads it downfield. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Timeout by the offense. Can't afford any miscommunication here. The offense lining up for... The give is to Williams. Picks up the 1st down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. Quarterback checking off. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The carry going off right tackle here. At midfield, he's got room. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! And the beatdown has ensued.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They fake it. Pitch it to the tight end. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
They're trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. He'll start this drive firing. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And the punishment has been extended. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking downfield, it's Rodgers. Pocket starts to collapse. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
Returner is brought down at the 47, and your Iowa Hawkeyes will take over.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was.
Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Hawkeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Iowa! And the stomping has commenced. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, oh, it's bigger dreams for this squad.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quick strike complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends, there's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
And here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you, from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and
fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Rams him with the stiff arm. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give is to Williams. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready.
Touchdown, Iowa! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Washington, 7.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
They're still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Spartans offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. To the air, it's Childs. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The Spartans will punt this one away.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker and get it.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Man, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Give to the single back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
I like the call. You're so close to midfield. If you don't get it, it's not the end of the world.
Do you like that they kept it on the ground and not just because it was successful?
Yeah, I think a lot of coaches tend to overthink it.
And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Run in the red zone, it's Williams. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Iowa.
Yeah, and it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. And you could tell he knew exactly where he was. Got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by 7 over Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great...
The ball's free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors.
Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field. And the ball pops kicks out. Oh, inviting disaster. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it. There's time, but
Worry.
this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer.
Here we go. Ready?
Now they'll run the draw. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking to pass. It's Child. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll see.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marsh. And he's a real man tackled in this no-gain land. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Makes it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate some.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year. But I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he tacked on the extra point. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Spartans line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Bringing it back, it's Irvin. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! The special teams with a special moment. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So his big play capability was on full display, and that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy and receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Going to the ground. Got enough for the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Childs. He looks that one in nicely. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
And that is why this defense is so good. They get after the quarterback and get him on the ground. That's their 3rd on the day, and they're number 1 in the country in sacks, and they have been a problem for every offense they've faced.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll give it to the back. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. They'll try to pop the draw. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
Got things teed up. Ready to go here in the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone now. Bring it out to the 25. Apparently some confusion as the offense calls the timeout. It's their first of the half. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Got room at the 35. And he's running in the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Iowa! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fellow.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 6 over Texas State. They'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Give to the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after that completion. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to keep running.
Yeah, and these are my favorite type of running backs. Guys that run angry, that break tackles. Even when nothing's there, Jesse, they're still going to get me positive yards. Give me that guy all day long.
These are my favorite types of defenses to play against. Ones that don't tackle well and don't use the proper fundamentals. Obviously, I was never the guy carrying the football myself, but hey, we're going to be racking up yards, moving up and down the field, scoring.
And they got him for the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Now on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard.
Pulls it in on the left. Off he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 8. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man, it's Childs. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
This guy is... return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Going up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Iowa! And the punishment has been extended. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight up front. They're just getting beat across the board.
And the Spartans will call on their punt team.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Hard running there. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. And the stomping has commenced. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
Unloads to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Irvin. And the Hawkeyes get enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! And the route is on. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. 2nd down now after the sack. Back to throw, it's Childs. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires left. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Oh, and he missed it. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And, guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
The Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seems like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlight.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Powers through. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting...
All bottled up and out. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Makes a nice grab at the 25. There he goes to the right. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sun. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been a...